Hello everyone and welcome to the 8th round of the Virtual Formula Championship. Today we are Magny and as always we begin with the qualification, and as you see already we qualified P2 and P4, which was very solid for us. I think in the end Walter just beat Sven by a 10 for 2 and Peiser was I think in P5 and Wiegels P3. Okay, you already see that Haiku lost the lap in the first sector as he went a bit wide into turn 3, is it? I think turn 2 or turn 3. And yeah, even though we didn't have a good quali car, or we never had a really good quali car, we both qualified into the top 4, which is really good. And in the middle sector, Heiko went a bit faster than Sven, and that's probably also where Sven lost the pole. And through the final sector now, it's a very short lap, as Magny is probably one of the shortest tracks on the calendar. Through the final corners, over the line, P2 and P4, which is a really good result. Now onto the race. Sven is lining up. Walter is starting on the medium. Sven gets a much better start on the softs. Now both are side by side. Sven tries to squeeze them but doesn't leave him enough room, which results into a later penalty for Sven, a back of the grid penalty. And that means Walter is out of the race, and now we get on Heiko. But Heiko can manage to stay ahead and getting a good access. He tries to give Wiegels slipstream so he can stay ahead of the Razor, but he cannot do it. Yeah, P1 and P2, not the way. Obviously, you want to be P1 and P2 if you know one of your main rivals is taken out by one of your own, but these things happen if you race hard. But undeserved penalty in the end of the day. But yeah, now onto lap 2. Heiko is in the third sector, and now under the braking, Heiko loses the car and does a half spin. Now the Razor of Peiser goes through the inside, and Heiko tries to have a go at him, pressing the curse, and Peiser closes the door, for which he receives a warning, I think, and Heiko loses a position to Wiegels, now into P4. Still a good position, P1 and P4, but now Alexander Kraft has a go at Heiko, or at least tries to. I think it's better off it. Now it's for Heiko the chase after Wiegels again, so he can get back into the podium positions onto lap 4. Now we will see the top speed of our optimal car over the Falcon, pressing curse, slipstream, and now Heiko goes for the outside, tries the outside, tries now a switchback, clips the curb, hits Wiegels a bit, and that was well defended by Wiegels, knowing that he has to close the inside so Heiko cannot get a switchback. Until lap 5, the battle continues. Heiko prepares the exit, very nice, a little bit of an oversteer moment, but it's fine. And now with the curse, Heiko can get past him easily, especially since Wiegels is as well on the medium. And yeah, Heiko moves up to P3 again, and this is a important move for the lap, for the race. And lap 9, we go into the second sector, and Heiko spins now around, and which loses him 2 positions, losing to Alexander Kraft and to Jan Wiegels now into P5. And while that, Sven was leading the race pretty easily. It was faster than everybody else, especially since Walter wasn't in the race anymore. Sven had this covered pretty easily. Now Heiko again against Vigils. Vigils defends the inside, Heiko on the outside. Heiko has a little bit of a moment but can make it stick around the outside. Now both side by side. Normally you cannot make a pass in the sector 2, but Heiko goes for the outside, breaks a lot later than Vigils and makes the move stick against Vigils. And that was a brilliant move. And onto lap 18, Heiko decided to go into the pits for a set of the medium tires. And yeah, so far the race hasn't been very well to Heiko. For Sven it has been perfectly, except for the incident into turn 2. And Heiko rejoins the track into P5. One lap later, Sven decides to go into the pits from the race lead, also switching to a set of the medium tires. Normally you want to drive the medium in the second stint, as the medium is worse than the soft tire by a bit. So when you do a 2-stop, it's normally soft, medium, soft. And yeah, I think so far the race has been going well for us, at least. Onto lap 21, Vigils gets out of the pits, made the overcut on Heiko as he had way less fuel and a much lighter car. Now Heiko tries it against Vigils. He knows this is probably his only chance as he is on the soft, and Heiko goes around the outside, tries to push him, defends the inside, switch back, and that's a very beautiful move again by our Heiko. No side by side through here, but you cannot really go side by side through here unless you want to crash. And yeah, now on to lap 24. Vigils is now chasing Heiko as he needs to make a move with the soft. And now you will see the top speed of the Falcon with the curse. Heiko defends the inside, moves again, and Vigils wants to go for the outside, but yeah, hits Heiko off. That was not ideal as Heiko moved twice under the braking, and that was really not ideal. Both cars didn't suffer much damage, which is a miracle, to be honest. Later in the lap, Vigils decided to go flying and completely go into the runoff. And yeah, now it's pretty much a forward race. Lap 34 and lap 35, both cars decided to pit for the last stint for a set of the soft tires. As I said before, the softest are just a better race tire. If that's logical, I don't think so, but it is what it is. The mod is nice to drive, and that's, I think, the most important. If you have fun with the mod, to drive it, and then the realism is more, the second most important thing. And Sven rejoins there behind the lap car, and Heiko is about P5, P6. And yeah, through the final corners, Sven takes a dominant win after the incident in turn 1. Wins by, I think, 20 or 30 seconds. We will see it in the race result, and Sven wins it. Yeah, Sven wins by 25 seconds. Binz gets his second podium or first podium of the season. Kraft after a solid drive into P4. Sven extends his lead into the championship. Walter he takes a big hit into the championship with the DNF. Razor is now 30 points ahead of us, and yeah, I think that was a good round. We had solid pace. I think we need to be working to have much better results in the end to win the constructors title, but we will see. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, leave a like, leave a follow, and see you next time in Hockenheim. Bye bye.